Thanks, Tim.
Emily, John, thank you very much. Curfew has been in place here in Cairo for the past 3 hours, but tens of thousands of people are still inside Tahrir or Liberation Square, just about a quarter of a mile behind me in the darkness. I'm not sure if we can bring you any pictures of those demonstrators there. They have called for a general strike today. That has been followed up in many sections of the society here and the industry. The banks are shut. There is political paralysis. The stock market, the Cairo stock market, is closed again tomorrow. There are calls also for a million-plus march across Egypt demanding that President Hosni Mubarak should stand down. Let's talk to one demonstrator, one activist, an actor, a well-known actor here in Egypt, Khaled Abol Naga, also a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador. You've been involved in all these protests. How many people are out there tonight, and how are you communicating, bearing in mind that all the social networks and Twitter and everything else has gone down?
Yeah, exactly. It's one of the most interesting times I've ever lived in my life. These people, the people of Egypt, decided to just be there. They don't mind. We are cut off from the world. The internet is cut off still. The phone lines were cut off. The cell phones were cut off for 2 days. The SMS is again cut off today, and the international crews cannot go near Tahrir Square to show the people how many are in this square right now.
So what is going to happen?
There's at least today 250,000, not tens of thousands. I know there's a lot of different reports, but you see, it depends on the angle you're watching the square. I have a friend who has an apartment right above, and I'm of course in the square, and there's at least throughout the day we have 250,000. That's 250,000 today.
Now, you have given the army an ultimatum to join you by the 3rd of February. What happens if they don't?
Oh, I don't know about that. You see, this is back to communication. We are being hijacked. This country is being hijacked from the world. This is amazing. I've never heard about a system is so crazy, when so crazy, and it's basically hijacking a country. 85 million people who cannot have access to communicate to each other through internet, to the world, and cameras near where they are demonstrating. And on top of that, they are cutting off all the trains tomorrow because of the fear of the 1 million march tomorrow. And this is ridiculous. People who are running a country like this should not even run a coffee shop. Actually, after people who died today, after the death toll is increasing, and they're being shot because just walking near the Ministry of Interior. After that, people are changing the slogan of what they're saying every day, which is الشعب يريد إسقاط النظام. الشعب يريد إسقاط الرئيس. People demands the regime steps down. People demands the president steps down. Change today too. الشعب يريد محاكمة الرئيس. الشعب يريد محاكمة النظام. People demand that the president goes to court. That he would be, the system has to be paid for this.
Doesn't appear to have any intention of standing down at the moment. What will happen? What will happen if he doesn't?
He will. We will not leave. This is another slogan. هو يمشي مش حنمشي. We will not leave. Can you imagine 85 million people shouting every day, no to Mubarak, everywhere. Go, even not, forget the demonstrators. Go to Alexandria, go to anywhere in Egypt and ask anybody in the street, do you want Mubarak? He'll tell you no. Can you imagine a country still being run till this moment, cutting them off from the world, hijacking a country? This is a system hijacking a country.
What should America, what should the international community be doing about this now?
Now, America, you know what? One of the slogans today in the square is about American TV. It's ridiculous that the American TV is saying that this is a Muslim Brotherhood revolution. They are playing the same game as Mubarak. They're playing the same game as the Egyptian television right now. Be afraid. It's going to be a Muslim Brotherhood. They're going to take over. It's going to be another Iran. It's not.
How do you know?
I'm there.
Yeah, how do you know in democratic elections that you might not end up with?
I'm saying about the revolution right now. Right now, there's a revolution in Egypt by everybody. Students who started it on Twitter and Facebook. And then families, kids, go to Tahrir Square. Of course you can't, unfortunately. Let me tell you what's going on there. Every Egyptian in this country would love to be in Tahrir Square right now. Everything that's being told in Egyptian television, don't go, and there's problems there, the problems here, and the Ministry of Interior is actually sending those prisoners out with machine guns at night to make people frightened.
Lots of conspiracy theories about
in a car with machine guns, and we gave them to. We
Are
went
you
to the army.
fearful, though, Khaled,
And
of
we-
more
oh.
blood shed over the next few days?
Absolutely, absolutely. This was a peaceful demonstration that started. It's a classic. It's a classic. Read history. A peaceful demonstration. The system goes very nervous. They start attacking. They attack us with million gas bombs. I was there on Tuesday, and then again on Friday. Every day I was there, and there's actors, singers, famous people, and nobody wants him. Tear gas, khartouche, khartouche, I don't know what you call it. I have one in my leg. I've seen people went blind one eye because of this. And then at the end, live ammunition. Live ammunition against your own people to stay in power? What kind of people are there? This is ridiculous, and this has to end. And this is why on Friday, you know what happened? People were at war with the Ministry of Interior. And it's over. Game is over. Egypt, after 25th of January, is a different country. People woke up. And you know what? Before that, people didn't like Mubarak as well. But you know what? We were still hoping it will get better. But now, everybody is sure nothing is getting better. Okay. It's over.
Khaled Abol Naga, thank you very much
Thank you
for
very
coming to talk to us.
I have footage. I have to send it to you.
All right, okay, we'll try and run some of that indeed. So, all the concentration, all the focus, of course, now on what is going to happen tomorrow. Will these demonstrators, will these protesters be able to bring 1 million people out onto the streets of this country? And if they do, how will the police react? If things turn violent, how will the army respond to that as well? Because the army is crucial to what the future of this country will be over the next few days.
Okay, Tim Wilcox there in Cairo, thanks very much indeed for that. While you were speaking, we got news that Brent crude has hit $100 a barrel for the first time since 2008, and that is on concern.